What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I seen this story a couple of days ago, and I had to go back through my phone to find it. It's about a guy that was released out of prison in October, only to go back and commit another crime, with way worse consequences than the last crime he committed. And this story right here is out of Columbus, Ohio. So shout out Columbus. There's some good people out there. And it's involving this guy right here. This guy right here is Arthur Scott Jr., age 36. Think you would know better. This guy is charged with murder, kidnapping, and the R word, which I hate. I got to do that on YouTube in the beginning of my videos. Of a woman called Lee Chu Lin, who was 61 years old. She was in the hotel room. This bum ass dude walking down the hallway checking for unlocked doors. Followed her, seen her go into a room, checked the door, and she wound up losing her life. That's all I'm gonna talk about with this situation. I'm gonna let you see this video. But jail is not for every crime, in my opinion. And a lot of people need to be shown the flowers. That's just me. That's just what I'm saying. But I mean, prison should supposed to be for reforming people. And it's not. It's deforming a lot of people that's already messed up anyway. A lot of people not scared of incarceration. A lot of people sit back and say, hey, when I was in jail, I heard them say, hey, I'll let the state take care of me. I don't care. I wasn't doing nothing out there in the world anyway. If I was in power, we wouldn't be doing nothing, period. Or feeling anything neither. Here's the story. Check it out.
36-year-old Arthur Scott Jr. accused of a horrific crime, appearing in court via video monitor as the victim's family sat looking at the man investigators say took everything from their family. The husband of 61-year-old Lee Chu Lin, overcome with grief, rocked by her violent death.
Was a completely shattered American dream.
In court Monday, calling on a Franklin County judge to keep the suspect in his wife's murder behind bars, pleading for a $100 million bond.
There is no bond high enough. We need to protect our citizens.
Court records indicate Scott, who was arrested Saturday, admitted to killing Lynn. Columbus police responded to a Northside extended stay late Friday, finding Lynn with traumatic injuries, the result of a brutal attack. Investigators allege hotel video showed Scott walking down the hallway and checking for open room doors before entering a room a short time before Lynn. Police indicate the video also shows Scott leaving the room without a baseball hat he was wearing when he went inside, a hat later found on the scene. Court records accuse Scott of hitting Lynn numerous times in the head and kneeling on her neck. Detectives say evidence indicates the victim was sexually assaulted as well.
I have to say, in the period that I've been on the bench and I'm about to cry, I don't think I've seen anything this hideous.
Scott, who's charged with murder, kidnapping, and rape, was ordered held on a $2 million bond. This is not the first time Scott has been in trouble with the law. Released from prison this past October, records from the State Department of Corrections indicates he served 3 years in prison for an abduction case out of Cuyahoga County. Back behind bars for now, charged with a series of heinous crimes. Rodney Dunnigan reporting.
That's the story of what happened to Miss Lee Chu Lin. May she rest in peace. And this asshole, Arthur Scott Jr. Now, I'm going to tell you something. You notice how they keep putting criminals through this thing where they talk about due process and all of this stuff, right? This guy went and committed a crime and left his hat there. Why are you in a hotel just checking doors, period? That right there shows desperation and wanting to do devilishment. What if you touch one of them doors and somebody was coming out the door and you touched the door and they seen you doing it? What you gonna say, oh, wrong door? Somebody would have bust your ass. And you can see this is a large man. don't really mean nothing. I mean, size don't really mean nothing nowadays. This is a large man. He went in there and roughhoused a 61-year-old woman after watching her go into the room. Didn't rob and take anything. Just took hold. 61-year-old woman went in there, had to get something. Couldn't leave with nothing. The part that's crazy about this whole thing is nothing nowadays for criminals to come and shit on your porch and piss where your lawn's at. Figuratively speaking. Got a house there, run up in it. Take what they want. Might take you. Walking down the street, try to snatch you up. Walking down the street, might punch you in the fucking face. See you in the store, run up in the store, just take what they want. Dare you to do something. At what point do us as citizens have the right to fight back or really have us being asked what our real definition of justice would be? I think they need to do stuff like that. Because you've seen that man, and that's heartbreaking to see that old man in there crying in front of a stranger that ain't got nothing to do with this thing, but has the power to fix it and say, I want $100 million bond so he can't get out to hurt anybody else after he fucked my wife up and I couldn't do nothing about it. Think about that. He's sitting up there in court right now looking stupid as fuck. Fuck that. You're an animal. Your rights should be stricken as a human being because you inhumanely dealt with another one that looks like you, but you didn't care. So why should we care about you? See, when you talk like this and you say all this kind of stuff, people think you're crazy and all this other stuff. But it's the truth. There are people out here that stalk other human beings that are trying to do right. There are people out here that get off on the torturing methods of other people, causing destruction, wrecking creation, period. There are people that get off on that shit. This guy could have been minding his business, getting himself straight, just got out of prison. He wasn't doing nothing constructive. He was just looking to do something deconstructive. So why is it a problem even talking about it? You can see in the comment section sometimes people get mad because you say something about somebody. So the fuck what? That's what we all need to do. Start talking about this stuff, because if you start talking about it, it becomes what? Habitual. It won't be tolerated. There's ways and actions that should be applauded and some that should be condemned. Name something he did that should be applauded. Why should we grant him mercy or any kind of leniency or fair treatment when he treated somebody unfairly to get his dumb ass in that position he's in the first place? Think about that. I went to prison, did some stupid shit. I was prepared to go out, like lose my life, because I knew I was doing some dumb shit. Luckily for me, God fell favor in me. But at that time, when I was at a low point in my life, you know what I'm saying? And I was lost, whatever happened, happened. And I was fully accepting of that. But I got up out of that. Another thing is this. I never went back. I was one and done. I learned. I looked, I observed. This is not for me. I shouldn't even be here. What the fuck is wrong with me? I didn't get complacent. I grew above that. I wasn't raised and born on this planet to be in a situation that low. A lot of people don't see that. This shit right here is crazy, man. There are big issues out here that nobody wants to fix. People say, just ignore the elephant in the room, even though it's stinking up the whole building. If you say something about it, you the bad guy. Fuck that. Shit need to be said. And stuff need to be fixed. You think these politicians gonna do it? No, they're not. Because they too busy skimming off the top and getting theirs for the next few years they're in office, and then jumping off and giving you crumbs from the very table that has a place setting for you. You can put these folks in power when they don't do anything. And we get bombarded by so much news, and we're getting pulled in different ways, and advertisements, us working, all of this other stuff that we fall victim to the confusion because we're trying to get our life straight and just keep our head above water. Get some craziness out here. That man up there crying in court with his family there because he felt as though he failed to save his wife, who was at peace in her own room. Regardless if the door was unlocked or not, you don't go the fuck in there. So anything you get, you get. They took this motherfucker outside right now, dousing me gasoline, set him on fire. I have no qualms about it. See, that's the thing. What he did to her was cruel, unusual, and barbaric. His punishment should be no less. That's just my opinion. My condolences to the family, because this could have been anybody's grandma. I don't give a fuck what color she was. I think when he walked in that room, whoever was in there was just subject to the dumb shit he was doing. You put your knee on her neck so she wouldn't scream, and you killed her. He sat there. You know how long it takes to suffocate somebody? He sat there, looked her in the face like she was nothing until she stopped moving and he knew she was dead, and he got his dumb ass out of there, but he left his hat. How fucking stupid are you? Shouldn't have been in there in the first damn place. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.